bunch of nerds sit and ramble about video games.
Don't worry, buddy. I've got your back.
I'm glad.
I got you, fam.
I'm glad we could fuck up our previous recording and have to start anew. Welcome to the VidGames podcast. I'm Mark. This is Vic, as always. Yep, that's him.
Yeah, that's me.
We are very gassy on this channel in general, not even this podcast.
On an unrelated note, I've been gassy like the past few days, and I'm being serious about that.
You should see a doctor.
Well, it's not like it's anything serious, all right. It's just that I've noticed that. But
are you lactose intolerant?
No.
You never know, because apparently I'm starting to get up there because I get gassy if I don't take those pills. Before I drink a cup of milk.
Well, I know I've just been feeling that lately, but I mean, I'll be fine. Hi, this is about video games.
I'll survive this. Don't worry.
I mean, yeah, it's whatever.
Anyway, welcome to our discussion on the Nintendo Direct that just happened. It was good. This was actually, I think, the most hype we've gotten for Nintendo Direct as we were watching it in like some time. I can't remember the last time we got like this hyped and like interested and overall intrigued over a Nintendo Direct and its reveals.
I would say like
E3.
I would say
kind
like
of
E3,
last
like
year.
2019.
2019? Oh, well, sure, because of Banjo and all that.
Yeah, because that was the thing, was that like around that time, that's when like there was all the reveals and stuff, and there was just so much hype during that time, and like for both Nintendo stuff and for everything else, like PlayStation stuff, like CTR and all that.
Yeah.
So I would say like 2 years, about roughly.
Probably. I mean,
because any other Direct that's come out after that has just been not as hyped as like this one was.
Because like big reveals and announcements like these ones we're gonna go over in this podcast, like, were kind of just scarce. Sometimes there'd be some bangers, sometimes not. We got Splatoon 3, like, you know, a few Directs or presentations ago, and we got really excited. It's just, but it was really just kind of like spaced out between the different. Yeah. You had to wait another presentation for something you really wanted to see, and then it may or may not be there. And
it was really kind of, what's the correct term? Sparse? Not even.
Well, I said scarce.
Scarce.
I keep fucking this up, and Miharu keeps correcting me. Is it few and far between? I think that's the way you say that. I always get few and far mixed up.
I thought it was far and few.
I think I'll say far and few between, but it's few and far between. In any case.
Well, yeah, we get the point.
That's basically what the reveals have been. And then this one gave us how many bangers for us? For us, me and Vic, we got really hyped for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like a good 8 or so of these reveals, which doesn't sound like much, but when you consider like this Direct was actually quite balanced between stuff we didn't really care for, RPG shit, bam, like, you know, Mario Strikers and stuff like that, and then it's like, okay, some other little things here and there, some, you know, like Force Unleashed coming back, bam, like Klonoa, like, you know, and we'll be going over these things in detail.
This Direct was more so of like, I know that it was kind of like this for the last few ones, but with this one I more so noticed that it was new stuff with remasters.
Pretty much.
Like with like remasters or remakes or
things just brought back in general.
And stuff like that. Like
ports, DLC things.
Yeah, and DLC, yeah. With like Mario Kart and
Cuphead.
And Cuphead.
Just catching up on stuff that we've either already heard a little bit about or like we didn't expect Mario Kart 8 to get more fucking. We were thinking it was gonna be Mario Kart 9.
That's what
there were rumors.
I was like, yeah, you know, we'll get there.
With this DLC, you could just make a Mario Kart 9. Yeah, we'll get there.
With the amount of courses, yeah.
We'll get there when we get there. I just want to say, though, before we actually get into it, because I said this in the last attempt at this recording, good on you, Nintendo, for giving us such a banger of a Direct to attempt to distract us from the literal thousands of videos featuring your music for us to listen to on YouTube, getting copyright struck and deleted off the face of YouTube. Channels dying, getting killed. Oh my god. Shit's crazy.
Getting straight executed by the axe that is the ban.
Pretty much.
The ban axe. No, that's the ban hammer.
The Nintendo police. The Nintendo Ninjas
The Nintendo Ninjas
have
come to execute your fucking channel.
been hiding in the shadows. They revealed themselves to us. It's very unfortunate. But then you also have the guy that they incarcerated.
They take the form of your childhood, and then, and they just murder you.
Well, in any case.
Anyways.
So, in February, they're like, all right, here are a bunch of fucking games that you probably want, I guess. And so we'll start with the ones that, I'll just run down the list. I have this master's list of, like, everything they fucking showed off, and the things that we're going to go over in particular. I have up on the PC right now, so you'll probably hear me click through stuff every so often, and I've also got them in fucking all caps in my list. But, stuff like I said, RPGs and things that we don't really play, that we're not super interested in. You know, you got, like, they open with Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes, so I don't know if it's like an expansion of Warriors or whatever.
It could be a mix of an extension of Warriors and also using the same theme and setting as Three Houses.
Because that's kind of they sort of said that, yeah.
Well, because again, Byleth was in that trailer, and I guess some of the other characters from that game were in there too.
I mean, they're basically doing what they did with Hyrule Warriors, and like they had some DLC with, like, oh, here are some other characters from other Zelda games, and all that. And then you got shit like Advance Wars, No Man's Sky, Front Mission First, bringing stuff back and putting them on Switch, like Star Wars Force Unleashed or Assassin's Creed, stuff like that. Chrono Cross was something I've been seeing people go kind of crazy over.
I've seen Chrono Cross at our local game store in the PS1 games. I've seen it there.
Oh, it's a PS1 game?
I've seen it there bundled with one of the Final Fantasy games, I think.
It would be. I mean, is that Square Enix? I don't know.
I believe so.
I suppose it is.
I think it is.
Speaking of Square Enix, we got yet another fucking re-release for Kingdom Hearts, but it's on the cloud because someone thought that was a good idea.
Yeah, because someone at Square Enix said, "Hey, remember that game with the kid with the clown shoes?"
No.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do that again. Let's re-release it again.
They said, "Remember when we gave you a master collection of? It's literally called The Story So Far, so we can catch newcomers up before the third game comes out. Let's just re-release. What was it, like 2.5 or 2.8 and 1.5 or whatever on the fucking cloud? Let's just do that instead of porting over. Because I don't even know if Story So Far is even on Switch. If it is, what's the purpose of these 3 that they're doing these cloud versions?
3 simple reasons to make money.
Well, those are 3 different words, not reasons.
It could be both. You don't know.
Then you have Taiko no Tatsujin Rhythm Festival. I don't fucking know what that is.
Wait, what is it?
Triangle Strategy, which I guess is an Octopath-esque, whatever. Metroid Dread getting an update, cool. The Dread mode and Rookie mode, which we still need to beat that game. Yeah. We didn't get very far in it. We played some of it and we liked it, but we've only had one play session, so we need to play more of it. Because you and I were playing on our off time when we first got it.
Yeah, I haven't gotten up to where we last left off on yours.
Earthbound Original and Beginnings coming to the online fucking thing. But I think it's really funny because since that was towards the end of the Direct, and because we were getting these weird fucking insane reveals, people were thinking, they're not going to do Mother 3. Are they going to do Mother 3? Are they going to fucking do it finally? Because even we were at Vaughn's getting some stuff, I think before the Direct happened, and we were in the car, we were coming back home, and we were talking about our predictions and shit, and we were like, maybe they'll do Mother 3 finally. I don't know if they're that fucking crazy.
Yeah, because I asked what the difference was between Earthbound and Mother.
Not that I fucking know. Yeah.
But from what I've seen was that Earthbound Beginnings is the first one, and then Earthbound is the second. Okay. From the name of Mother, it was like Earthbound Beginnings was Mother, and Earthbound was Mother 2. At least from what I've heard.
Sure, man.
But I wouldn't. I mean, again, I wouldn't know. I don't play. I haven't played those games, so.
Yeah, but spoilers, no. If you haven't seen the Direct, which we'll have a link to in the description. But no, There was no Mother 3 localization.
There was no Mother 3.
Reggie set everyone aflame once again. He doesn't even work for Nintendo anymore.
But he's still doing it.
They ended with Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which, again, we don't really give much of a crap for. I was hoping they'd end off with Breath of the Wild 2.
I thought Breath of the Wild 2 was going to be in there.
And give us, like, the title of the game. But I also read, too, because a lot of people were all like, why no Breath of the Wild? It's because this direct was focusing on early 2022 stuff. They already said that that Breath of the Wild 2 is going to come out like later in the year, so that makes sense. Yeah. So I'm not disappointed.
Again,
I just forgot.
There was a thingy they released that showed. I guess there's like their little chart thingy because like they did the same thing.
Yeah.
They did the same thing.
Just the logos of all the games that are going to be coming out like such month, such and such season, quarter of the year.
Yeah, because when Splatoon 2 before that came out, that was on there on like that little chart thingy. And that was like... Is that
from Nintendo, or are those fan-made ones?
That's from Nintendo.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Because they were placed in like like how you're saying, it's in like this quarter, this part, you know? So that's I think recently they did that before the Direct happened, and Splatoon 3 was earlier on, and Breath of the Wild 2 was like later on. So, because, you know, with Splatoon 3, there was that one little... but like the mode they brought back for it,
which we'll go over a little bit.
Yeah.
Speaking of going over the bangers, we gotta start with Strikers. We have to start with Mario Strikers Battle League because holy fucking shit, dude! How long have we been waiting for?
15 years.
Since Charged.
It's been 15 years since
two entire Nintendo console generations, and we're finally fucking getting a third Strikers game.
Someone posted a screenshot from, what was it, I think Luigi's Mansion, that had the picture of Mario in his, in, what was it called?
At the Supercharged pose or whatever. Super Strike or something. And
they were like, this had to have been like a foreshadowing.
Well, no, because I think that little gallery or whatever it was, because we didn't get very far in Luigi's Mansion 3 either. But from
was it in 3?
It's in 3. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Next Level did that one. Well, they also did 2, but it's in 3.
That's right. Yeah. No, I forgot about that.
No, so I think there are different pictures in that little like hallway.
There are,
and it's different. I think it's different. It's references to their past games, and they happen to
just put Mario
Strikers in because Nintendo. But dude,
bro,
I was like, I just of all, because you look at like the new, was it Mario Golf? What's it called? Is it Aces or what is it?
Fuck.
Or no, that's Mario Tennis, isn't it? See, I'm getting them mixed up because they've been doing like steadily, like Nintendo's been like, here's a new Mario Tennis on Switch, here's a new fucking golf, here's a new this, and I'm like, well, these are cool and whatever. They're not really as cool looking as like the old ones on GameCube and Wii were, but like speaking of GameCube and Wii, where the fuck is Strikers? Like that. Ask fucking anyone, and they're gonna tell you, Strikers hits different.
Oh, it does.
It just does, because Next Level, giving it to Next Level was like the fucking best thing Nintendo ever did, because
like without a shadow of a doubt, Next Level literally takes Strikers to the next level, you know, of like what it does.
It takes the Mario characters into this different like realm that we rarely see them in.
Yeah.
And one of our ideas, because we didn't know whether we wanted to do a Striker specific podcast where we just talk about the 3 games, or I get to say that now, I love it. I've been waiting for a fucking third game. Anyway, don't get too hyped. Or whether or not we wanted to do like a you suggested a Mario spin-offs episode of the podcast where we talk about the sports games, Paper Mario, Mario and Luigi, Mario Strikers, and where the fuck was I going to go with that? Why do I keep forgetting what I'm going to say? we didn't know what we wanted to do, but we knew that this one was going to take up like the chunk of the conversation because
we've been, you know,
it's a fucking third Strikers game.
Yeah.
But the funny thing though is that if we had talked about, I'm starting to remember what I was going to say. If we had talked about the spin-offs in that hypothetical episode, then it would have been like, a lot of them would have just been like, okay, well, the early ones were cool, and they were wacky and out there and different, and then they started to get very, like, mainline Mario feeling, where it's like, oh, because, like, 3D World and 3D Land and, like, you know, kind of had this very safe type of Mario feel to it, which is why we loved Odyssey, too, when that came out, because it dared to go weird and different and big, so you get fucking, like, Mario next to, like, a real-ass anatomically correct human, like a realistic human,
Or like a gigantic fucking dinosaur.
shit like that. Like, you get weird stuff like that that's just outside of Mario's comfort zone.
Or a realistic dragon.
Okay, stop getting up to the mic.
Sorry, but it's like, what the fuck?
No, the ideas though were awesome. No,
it's
that's
so cool.
That's what we're
Yeah.
getting at.
It's like what?
Strikers was always in the realm of the Mario sports series. Any of them. You got, again, Mario Baseball, tennis, golf, just all of that. Strikers was different because of the art style, the attitude, the music, the character portrayals. Like, there was like this grit to them that was something more akin to like Crash or like something else, like that just had this like cartoony, violent attitude towards it. And like,
If there was one thing that I really liked about Strikers, and that's always been a thing of Strikers for me, is the attitude and the personalities of the characters. Because I know that we said before that most of the time, most of the characters have, most of the Nintendo characters in like in the mainline games have like their what do we call them? Where it's like they're so basic that when you strip them down to the core of like their character. Huh?
Flanderization?
Sure, let's go with that.
What's the word you're looking for?
What I'm saying is like when you compare the mainline Mario to Strikers Mario, it's vastly different because it's like,
well, not even mainline Mario. Any other sports game compared to Strikers has a different attitude, and the other sports games, they're not all slow. Like Mario Baseball, either one, like Super Sluggers or Superstar Baseball, they're pretty quick in terms of like the gameplay. It's pretty frantic. Mm-hmm. Strikers, again, though, because it's soccer, it just feels so.
It's so weird because
much more like adrenaline pumping in a way, sort of. You know, it's the closest to like, because it feels okay. Even the way it's staged, the fact that it's top down, you don't see the character from behind. You don't get a good close up of your character from like behind the back. It's just the field with the characters, and the camera's always focused on the ball. So that reminds me of something like the older, like, I think FIFA does that. I don't know if newer FIFA does it, but like the older ones were kind of like that. Like the old school sports games that like had that top down, almost arcade-like perspective. So that's why it, and just how intuitive the controls are, how simple it is to just get in and play. Like, you know, when we played Mario Strikers, the first one on this channel for VidGames Versus, we hadn't played in a while prior to that episode. So, but we didn't take. I don't believe we took time before we recorded it to play a match. I think we just jumped right in.
We just jumped in.
And
yeah,
because you can probably hear me say something like, "Oh, okay, it's like A to pass, B to shoot, whatever," and like it was me just getting used to the controls again. But it takes like 2 seconds to remember how to play the game, and then boom, you're just having fun. It's a fun game.
So yeah, once you just learn the controls, it becomes fun, especially when with Charge when you're doing Road to Striker Cup, where it's like, you know, like you get in. And it's like you pick your character, and then it's like, okay, now there's the headline of your character, whoever you chose, starting the journey to get to the final cup, and stuff like that.
Do you unlock anything do you unlock characters when you beat that?
Yeah, because
I'm hoping that they do that in this one too.
I think so. And they just haven't shown who is going to be.
Because you can see briefly in the direct for Battle League, you can see the character silhouette screen and. People are saying, well, there's Rosalina, which I love, but where's Daisy? It's like, they're not going to leave Daisy out.
Yeah, they're not. They're not going to.
They don't show any little, like, silhouettes for other characters, but you know that you'll unlock characters.
If anything, it might just be a placeholder thing they threw together with the characters that are in the trailer.
Well, like an earlier build or something.
Yeah, something like that, because that's not actually what it's going to be. At least I hope so, but I don't think so at all.
The only new character being Rosalina, like I don't think so. There's so much room nowadays for.
Where's P. Piranha and his spunk?
There's so many other characters they can put in. Like,
Oh, yeah,
I don't think they're gonna leave out like some of the characters from Charge that we didn't see in this Battle League trailer.
Hell, if
and
anything,
also, like,
if anything,
completely new
maybe
additions.
maybe the teammates from the past games could be new characters. Who knows?
Well, yeah, because that's
Because that was the other interesting thing about this trailer was that instead of having teammates of like generic Mario enemies, everyone else
are the main characters.
Yeah, is a character because when you get the orb to do the hyper strike, it goes from the person that picked it up to your other teammates. So I guess like if you pass the ball to any of them, and you can just do it with that character.
That's interesting.
Because I noticed that from watching reactions to the trailers and stuff like that, and I was like, it goes when you collect that, it goes to your teammates.
To everyone. I was wondering what that was about because like that entire team glows,
Mm-hmm.
which I thought was very interesting. I mean, yeah, the cool thing too that it was funny because we didn't know what was happening when we were first because we were talking about No Man's Sky because that was what they showed before the Battle League trailer happened. And as it's going, because there's no introduction. I love it. There's no introduction.
Mm-hmm.
There's no nothing. It just goes from No Man's Sky, cuts to black, fades in, and it's just the two halves of the stage of the field putting itself together.
Which was like, I thought it was a continuation of No Man's Sky. But then when it showed when it showed the inside of the field with the Mark characters, I was like,
we both at the same time saw that.
yeah,
And we were
both
wait
like,
a minute.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Then it shows that shot of Bowser like roaring, and we were like,
That's when we were like,
that's
holy
where
shit.
like, oh,
Yeah, we started coughing up blood. We were so excited. No, but that's an interesting thing too. I wonder if you can pick the halves, and I wonder if
that's what I'm wondering too.
I wonder too if the halves change the way the field works. Because remember in Charge they introduced hazards.
That's
there
true.
There were field gimmicks.
Yeah,
Like that one where you're in the tornado or whatever, and the cow is just fucking tumbling across the field.
oh my god,
Like,
that one.
if there's a half that does that and a half that reacts another way, or if they can like interact with each other as you're going along, like I might be thinking way too much into it, but there's got to be something to that. You got to think.
Yeah,
Like I don't know, but
because
or it's just pure aesthetic. Who knows?
probably, but I mean, who knows? Because I think from watching the trailer, I probably have to watch it again, which I mean I don't mind, but like
Oh, we're gonna watch it like probably after
I believe.
we
Let me
record
see.
this.
I'm looking at the pictures. Yeah, both sides are there because right there with when it shows Mario, it's the Mario.
Yeah,
side,
no, I know.
and then
Well,
with
that's the
Bowser's
way.
that.
That's the way the trailer started.
I
It was the Mushroom Kingdom and Bowser's Castle halves coming together.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering because we didn't see it in the gameplay bits in the trailer, or we might have to go back and analyze it. But like, I wonder if like there will be a like lava stage and lava spurts on one half will come up, or if you can choose left or right side which one will have. Like, do you want Bowser's Castle half to appear on the left side or the right side? Because depending on what it does, like, what you know, like, or it might. I just got this thought too. It might be based off the character. So if you choose a Mario, like a good guy, you choose Mario himself or Luigi or Peach or something, you'll get some kind of Mushroom Kingdom-y half or otherly good guy related half. Or if you choose Bowser or someone else, like you'll get like a Bowser's Castle bad half.
As like if you choose them as the captain.
Like each character will have their own. Because I think each character had their own court in like the first one, right? It was like Peach Stadium or something Stadium or Wario.
Some of them had their own. A lot of them were just
Like generic?
Generic and made for that game.
Because
So I don't think there were any returning ones for Charged from Super Mario Strikers.
that might be it. Maybe it's character specific. Like Mario's got the Mushroom Kingdom one. Peach has like some like castle one or whatever.
Maybe, but then that
Rosalina might have like a space one.
Maybe, but then that would take kind of take the fun out of choosing stages because that was the other part too that I really liked about.
I mean, that is
both.
true. That is
Was
true.
choosing your,
But
like,
we don't
area.
know.
But yeah, again, we don't really know.
We'll have to see. But it's interesting because that's so cool. That'd be a cool gimmick. More so if you got to actually choose those halves. Maybe the halves can be based off the character. Again, you can have like an observatory half and it's based off Rosalina. But instead of picking Rosalina to get that half because that you can't change that, what if you could? So when you go into field select, you're flipping through halves for the right and left side. So you can
Probably.
have an entire observatory stage if both of them are the same, or you can have like an entire Mushroom Kingdom. You know what I mean? If you pick both the right and left sides to be the same thing, then you just get a whole ass normal looking field or whatever.
That would be cool, actually.
So it's like customizing almost.
Yeah, like making your own field. Basically.
Speaking of customization,
cool.
we get armor customizations in this one. You have to buy them
with different stats too.
That shit's gonna be fucking crazy.
Yeah, and that's one part that interests me is that like instead of it being like a design for a character, it's like there's.
I think like there is a base model for because like you'll see like they do show the
there's
the
a
first
generic,
Mario.
Yeah, there's a generic outfit, but I'm saying like instead of it just solely being that outfit for that character, you can mix and match and stuff like that, and you can get different stats depending on what it is you equip. Which is again going to be very interesting.
That's gonna be
because you got that thing that with the scouter thingy.
I thought I was the only one to.
Everyone's made a Dragon Ball
I said,
reference.
"Whoa!" That third one in the reaction in my head, I was thinking, "Yeah, it looks like a scouter."
Yeah,
I just didn't say it out loud.
I said this to you. I was like, "What if one of the things from Mario, at least if there are any character specific customizations, what if there was one from Mario that was the design of the hoodie?"
Yeah, like
one of the concepts.
The unused concepts. That'd be fucking dope.
Wasn't there one for Peach? I think there was one for Peach, but I forgot
one.
what it looked like.
Well, I'm gonna somewhat have to debunk that right now because it seems like a lot of characters will be reusing some at least of the same ones, customization pieces. Because you do see Wario with that Scouter one as well in game. At one point in the trailer.
Because
so just how
those
many
pieces are in there throughout the trailer. I know that, but I'm just
because maybe they're just showing us like a few, but there hopefully be more. That leads to what I was gonna say just right now. I wonder if we're gonna get like a plentiful amount of different customizations, or if it's just gonna be like 7 or 8. And like Mario and Wario, Luigi, like we'll share some of them. Peach, Rosalina, Daisy, whoever else, like the female characters, will share different. I mean, I don't know.
Like I'm pretty sure there are generic ones that they could make. That's what I was saying. Like, what if there were character specific ones where it's like different designs and stuff?
Maybe, but I don't know. I can't. I mean, I can both see and not see that happening. But I think if I had to choose, which is more probable for it to actually happen or not, it might
Probably
not.
Yeah.
But it'd be cool. It'd be cool. No, it definitely be cool.
Like,
not much else to say. I just
Rip Critter for not being the goalie, and it's now Boom Booms.
Boom Boom. I wonder if you can choose the goalie or if it's just gonna be Boom Boom and like
it's probably just gonna be Boom Boom.
Whoever. I'm just glad that Rosalina's in it because I fucking freaked out. I was like, she's in everything else. She's in the Mario parties, the other sports games. She's in Smash. She needs to be in Strikers.
Since the Wii era, Rosalina is like starting with Mario Kart Wii, and
it happened slow though.
It did.
The thing was that her inclusion happened slowly because Mario Kart was like from that era was like the only other thing you saw her in. She wasn't in Mario Party 8. I think that came before Galaxy. I think it did anyway.
It did. Yeah.
But 9 came out. I don't think she was in that, was she?
Huh?
9? I don't think she was in 9. I don't think she was in 9.
No.
I don't know if she was even in 10.
She's in 10.
Was she? Okay, so then by Wii U era.
By Wii U era, yeah.
She was in 3D World.
Yeah, because she wasn't in 8 or 9.
Okay.
Because
3D World,
9 came out later.
Mario Kart and stuff. She was in Wii, like we said.
Yeah.
Mario Kart 8, all that. It's good to see more Rosalina. But,
yeah, I kind of figured, I was like, if there was going to be another one, Rosalina was definitely going to be a character there.
Other characters
how could you not, but, yeah.
Other characters they could add,
Pauline. Everyone's been like, where's Pauline?
Well, it's cool that we've seen her in what now? She's in Mario Kart Tour. So, we'll get to that later, too.
I would say, yeah. I was going to say it, but I was like, well, I'll save that for...
Mario Kart Tour and, fucking... Mario Golf.
Yeah, the new Mario Golf. I do forget the name of that one. Aces was
tennis.
Yeah.
I'm getting all the fucking subtitles mixed up for these other Mario sports games.
All almost sound the same.
Yeah, because like I said too, like I don't know if I don't even know if this was.
Can we play as Ninja?
Hey, that was cool.
Which was really cool. I was so unexpected.
The fact that
Okay.
I want them to go out there more. I mean, I even said, what about Wart? If they're really fucking crazy, they'll add Wart to either Strikers or something else.
I think, to be honest, everyone's been wanting Wart in something.
Because he's cool.
You
can make him different from Bowser or whoever.
If you want to get if you want to get technical, then technically he'll last in Link's Awakening, the remake.
Oh, whatever.
But
so the Chomps and Goombas.
I know. But I was like, in terms of like a game like Strikers or something, it would be cool for Wart to like be in that.
Yeah. I'm just glad that we've got a fucking third Mario Strikers.
15 years
coming
later.
out this summer. Coming out in June.
Yeah.
So
and that's
right around E3 season. I am fucking hyped. Pre-orders are out now, so I'm definitely gonna get it soon. Splatoon 3 is a thing they showed off for a little bit.
Yeah, Splatoon 3 was there.
We already got
For a little bit, but,
story mode and all that, so they decided this time to show off the new Salmon Run.
Mm-hmm. They brought back Salmon Run. With
next
some new
wave.
stuff,
Yeah.
which is cool to see. I actually do like it.
Yeah, you talk a little bit about it. Did you play more? Have you been actually playing Salmon Run in Splatoon 2? Because I only played a little tiny bit of it.
I've played some. I haven't really
Have you played it online with like other random people?
Well, I mean, it is online. It's an
No, I know,
online
but I
thing,
mean, like, okay. Well, you
yeah.
don't have any friends with a Switch you could just play Salmon Run with?
Not really, no. But
We play Overwatch with friends. But
but in terms of like Splatoon, I probably have to ask like a Twitter friend or something that like plays it really religiously. But Salmon Run was fun from what I remember playing of it. It does get intense sometimes. Like if you're not coordinated well, then shit can get intense real quick. But seeing Salmon Run return is pretty cool. I actually wouldn't mind playing this Salmon Run.
I mean, I want to check it out as well.
Because it's basically like the 1 and 2, but with some new salmonid bosses like Fish Stick and Flipper Flopper.
And Kraid. I mean,
And
sorry.
Then, and then a Kraid
what's
King
it? Yeah,
Salmon,
King
whatever.
Salmon or whatever.
It doesn't even have a name.
Oh,
That's
it
the
doesn't?
thing. No, but people call it Kraid or something.
He looks like Kraid.
Because it looks like Kraid. Just looking at the image right here, it looks like Kraid because it's got scales and shit.
But yeah, not a whole lot to say about this one because it was relatively short. It was just showing off new features for a new version of the game.
Yeah, and then because one of the new features was you can actually throw the eggs to your opponents.
Yeah.
Or opponents to your teammates. And
throw them back to the salmons. Here you go.
I mean, you could if you want to be funny, but and then I guess however much you gauge the distance from you and the basket thingy,
you can like basketball it in there.
Yeah, you can throw it in there too.
Yeah,
which is really that changes how you pretty much.
It is cool. It should hopefully make it a bit more frantic and a bit more coordinated as well.
Yeah, because then you can really you really have got like teamwork on the brain when you really put teamwork to the test, and you're not just like memeing or anything.
Well said. Disney's making a racing game,
dude.
Clean transition,
dude. The real Mario Kart 9 right here.
This is the Mario Kart killer. Is what we're looking at right here. Disney Speedstorm is a Disney/Pixar racing game from the guys that did the Asphalt series of games, which I've never heard of.
I haven't heard of those.
So, you know. But people kind of clowned on the trailer. They're like, wow, okay, this looks whatever. I'll just take Mario Kart. And I'm like, well, it actually looks kind of cool. Because they have, like, rail grinding and, like...
There was, like, rail grinding.
The visuals look clean as hell.
Yeah, it was so, like...
Because you can tell when a game like those fucking like Nickelodeon kart racers or whatever, or like, you know, they just have this type of polish to it that while it looks nice, while those games look nice, you can tell they're on a budget. This one, or it's just a minimalistic art style, but this one has like the flair and the nice visuals of something that looks a little more higher budget.
Yeah, I'm just...
Whether that's the case or not, I don't know. And the budget doesn't ultimately matter necessarily in the end, but this one doesn't look like it was just thrown together.
Yeah.
Not to say that other kart racers of this kind are thrown together, but there's a clear difference in how they look. Mm-hmm. I don't know how this one plays. It's not out yet, but...
I'd say just by looking at
it looks solid. People are saying it looks like it runs a bit too slow. But
it could just be in the trailer.
That could just be gameplay.
So
that could just be like
like
the way it's edited or whatever.
Yeah.
Because people, yeah, no, you'd be surprised if you analyze trailers how compared to like when like gameplay of the game in action when it releases, and seeing speed differences because a trailer is edited. You're seeing the gameplay as it's meant to be played. So like, I've seen some Crash games that are either sped up or slowed down from different announcement or release trailers, and they don't feel like that at all during actual gameplay. But with Speedstorm, yeah, you've got different Disney and Pixar characters, different Disney and Pixar racetracks, themed racetracks. Someone said if we don't get Sugar Rush, this game gets an automatic 0 out of 10. So you know what to do, Disney, or guys making the guys of the Asphalt series. I don't know. I sort of curious about this one.
I'm curious about it. I'm curious to see how it plays. It does look very interesting. The fact that it's Disney Pixar themed, and considering that the other games of this caliber looked like how you were saying, like it was like on a budget or whatever, or it just looks like it's like minimalistic at best.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how it goes. I'm curious to see what direction it goes in. I'm curious to see more about it.
Yeah, like whenever, not that we're gonna react to any trailers or anything,
even
but
what
like,
other characters would be in there too.
they'll probably show off more characters and stuff later.
Because from the trailer, from what I remember seeing the trailer, there was Mickey, there was Donald, and Sully.
They said like Mulan's in it. We saw Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow. I believe that's him right there in the front.
From this image we're looking at. Yeah,
Yeah.
there gonna be a lot. I hope we get like Turbo. We have to get Wreck-It Ralph and Vanellope. Like we have to.
And for sure.
Again, Sugar Rush as well as a track.
Maybe we could get a cameo of Sonic if Wreck-It Ralph can be in Sonic and Sega also.
Danica Patrick, dude. Magic Kazooie from Nuts and Bolts, dude. Some of the Amigo.
Oh my god. Well, I mean,
anyway. Yeah, no, it looks cool. I would love to just get my hands on it and see how it feels to play. Kirby in the Forgotten World, Forgotten Land. Sorry. It still looks really strong. I'm just this mouthful mode, dude. People have said some things about it.
At least I wasn't the only one that said it was like a fetishy kind of thing.
We've said some things about it in our reaction.
Oh, just look at that fucking image right there.
It's in the thumbnail. I put Kirby in the thumbnail.
I know, it looks so funny, dude. I don't know, to me it looks hilarious.
Here's what I said about it. I was like, it will look more visually pleasing and less harmful to Kirby, because that looks uncomfortable as fuck, if he just transformed into the car instead of just enveloping the whole fucking top half of the car. I mean, because the joke is he looks like a car mat, haha, whatever, but like, you're going for an Odyssey-esque thing. Could you imagine for a second if instead of the enemies looking in Odyssey the same as when you capture them, just with the hat and the blue eyes and the mustache, if they just became a chain chomp with like Mario flesh and his eyebrows and his hair, it would look disgusting, right? That's what this looks like. If it was just a Mario skin over the enemies, like, that's what this looks like.
I know, it's weird. It's definitely weird. I don't know why it's Kirby over the thing. Because here's the thing:
if he transformed and looked like a pink rusty car, and like his eyes were like on the windshield, or his eyes were like on the hood, or his eyes somehow were like Herbie-like they were the headlights somehow, that'd be kind of cool. But like, they did it in the fucking weirdest way. It's weirdest way.
It's definitely strange. But, I mean, because it's a mechanic, there's definitely going to be some interesting uses to find, like, secrets and stuff.
The gameplay, from a gameplay perspective, again, a lot of this whole game, and now this mechanic, does scream Odyssey. Kirby Odyssey. Like, this mouthful mode reinforces that more than ever. Being able to use an ability to take over a thing, and then use that thing in different gameplay, puzzles, challenges, mechanics, whatever.
Yeah, like having a light bulb, or a using like a lift, or having water.
Yeah.
The water thing was definitely an Odyssey thing because when you spread it on the poison thingies, it goes away and stuff. So it's like that's a very like Sunshine Odyssey thing right there.
Yeah. No, and I've seen like these different before this trailer even. I've seen like these different screenshots from the game of just the environments, and dude, wow.
I remember you said you were going to show me, and
I'll show you them later. But
I was to say I do believe I've seen those around when people started showing them off, and
just seeing like the sunset or seeing like just the shadows and the way they just like of a big thing and the sun's barely peeking out, so you see like this massive shadow just kind of envelop the floor and envelop Kirby.
You might have to show me, but I believe I might have seen at least like a picture or two, and it's fucking amazing.
There's not much to say about this particular trailer. Just, you know, Vor's been Kirby's thing. Curvy. Speaking of curvy, I was gonna say between Vor inflation and this little leopard furry girl, this game's gonna be interesting. Everyone's drawing her.
Oh yeah.
Well,
yes.
I want to see someone draw the armadillo guy because people keep saying like he looks like a Banjo-Kazooie character, he looks like a Crash character, but like I want fan art of him. Yeah. Not weird fan art, just silly, wacky little fan art of him.
Yeah. Even of just any of the other bosses and stuff like that from any of the trailers that we've seen, because at least the
Donkey Kong looking dude from the first trailer.
Yeah.
Where's his fan art artists?
Or the weird DDD looking guy. I think that's DDD. He just looks different or something.
What if it's not though?
I mean,
what if it's Meta Knight? Can you swallow Meta Knight? Can you half swallow him? Can you mouthful him? Can you mouth him?
Can you mouth him?
That's the question players will be asking themselves as they play Kirby in the Forgotten Land. Can I mouth that?
I was gonna say was the one thing that I do like about a thing that's gonna be in there is Waddle Dee Town, because I guess the plot of it now is that you're saving Waddle Dees. Yeah. And the more Waddle Dees you save, there's I guess like a hub town you can go into.
So it builds more and more.
Yeah, as you save more, and there's a shop that they showed off where you can upgrade your copy abilities. Yeah. So like instead of a regular cutter with one blade, you can get, what was it called? A chalk run cutter, where it's one cutter and two others that spin out, like two little cutters that come out. So it's like it just enhances the abilities by like adding more to it or making it different in some way. Like the fire one had like the lava rocks. Yeah. And there was the big spike one. And then the last one that they showed off, that was the what they call it, Dragonfire, I believe it was called, that purple flame one.
Something or other, yeah.
Which looks fucking cool. I actually really like the way that looked. But you can get those abilities in like that shop in this town that you have to build when you save the Waddle Dees and stuff.
Yeah, that Waddle Dee town sounds like some Zelda business. There's a town you can do that in, a little village in Breath of the Wild, which I think is a throwback to another Zelda game where that happens. I think anyway.
That one.
You save a dude, and he's like, "I'm gonna go to my village. Help me bring the townspeople back and everything." And you have to do stuff and bring stuff to them.
Yeah, that's like a whole side mission. Yeah, which is actually pretty cool. I actually did like that one when I did it.
I haven't done it in my save, but then the direct goes, "Okay, here's some collections that are coming to Switch," and they just start fucking like, "Oh my god." Because, yes, for every Kingdom Hearts announcement you get where you just roll your eyes at it, you get Klonoa. Klonoa's just back.
Klonoa was very just like, that was like a whiplash. It was just like, Klonoa?
I mean, yeah, we both like just were very quizzical in unison about it. It was really funny because
it was just that shot with the butterfly, and I was like,
this is a cartoony thing, and then fucking cat comes down, and we're like, it's Klonoa.
We're like, oh fuck,
this is he a cat? Bad. What is he?
I don't know.
He's very cat-like.
I would say he's got cat-like features.
I don't know how I feel about the fact that because it's Klonoa 1 and 2, in the first game his eyes are completely yellow and he's got like little slit cat eyes, and then in the second game he has regular whites.
He has like Sonic-like eyes.
Yeah, like a little iris in there, little eyeball. I don't know how to feel about that, but because I think he looks a little bit more endearing with like the cat eyes, just going full on. His nose is fucking different. It's like a different color.
Is
I
it?
think. Oh no, it's the same color. Never mind. I thought it was black on one and then pink on the other.
Oh,
But it's not.
it does kind of look like that from right here where I'm looking at. It does look like that.
Welcome to the
but-
podcast where we're talking about Klonoa's nose color.
I know, right?
But in any case, that was cool because Klonoa had a bunch of stuff like kind of surrounding like, there was a will it won't it situation about whether the series was going to come back somehow for a few years now, because there was like a Klonoa anime series that was announced and then got canned, and people were thinking there was going to be a new game in the works by someone or other, and it never really ended up happening.
I think the last game was the remake for the Wii.
I think so. I think
that's-
Klonoa's like literally had like 3 or 4 games. I think.
I believe so.
Wasn't there like a Game Boy or something game or something or other game?
I don't know. I don't know that much about Klonoa in terms
Exactly.
of like the game series and how many games there are, but
Yeah.
everyone knows the main 2, like the original 2.
Yes.
And then there's the Wii one, and then after that was like there's
Nothing really.
Nothing.
No, there was literally nothing.
I believe that he's been put in for like a reference in other games, but
Probably.
instead of having his own game, it's been like up until now, it's been like years since then. He hasn't like had anything.
Pretty much.
And these 2 games are coming out are basically like remasters of the originals. Like
Pretty much.
they're
But
ba-
what
they're,
I
like,
heard,
upscaled.
the Wii remake is a remake of the first game only.
Mm-hmm.
So what I heard was that they use that as kind of a base to build this one off of. But as far as I'm aware, this is from the ground up. I think
It looks very much from the ground up.
Maybe they reused assets, or maybe they upscaled assets. Like I don't even know. But it looks from the ground up because it doesn't look like it animates and moves and feels the same as, because I've seen some clips of the Wii remake, and
have.
as far as our experience,
I remember seeing. You know what's funny? I remember seeing Klonoa on the Wii. Like I've seen it in stores.
yeah,
When we would go to like Hollywood Video when it was there, and I remember seeing it in like a magazine or two, like of the Nintendo Powers, I believe.
I mean, Klonoa to me was always of that same status as like Croc or Ty the Tasmanian Tiger or KO, which speaking of is also coming back with a new game. So it seems like I'm telling you, you're gonna say it's biased. I know people are going to say it's biased. I feel like Crash first, Spiral later, like a year later, were the two in the late 2010s, early 2020s to just birth this renaissance of platformer and otherly obscure franchises like that to come back. I don't think if Insane and Reunited didn't do as well as they did, I don't think we would have gotten Medieval and Shadow of the Colossus remake and Dark Demon Soul. I don't fucking know, but like
Demon Souls.
I know, yeah, but like that might be a whole other decision that had nothing to do with Crash. But like, it was. But what I'm talking about is like people taking chances on those older games again. Like, why now? Why choose now to do that? I think it's off of successes of other brought back franchises that we didn't think were gonna get brought back, and so like again, Ty and KO and now Klonoa.
Yeah, because if you really think about it, what most people did with their older franchises would usually just reference them in some way or make some kind of at least some kind of cameo appearance in some form of fashion. Like I think before Banjo was revealed for Smash, the last thing ever.
He was in like that Sega All Stars thing with Sonic.
Well, there was that, but I mean, like, I think the very last thing before that was, it was for like their anniversary, I believe, and all that was done was have
was
like
the Sea of Thieves thing.
plaque thingy for Sea of Thieves,
Yeah.
and then there was nothing, and then after that was Smash, and then there was Banjo, and it was like, oh fuck.
And there hasn't really, I mean,
And then like recently there was Banjo for the Nintendo Online.
no, sure, I was
Which
just
was, like,
gonna say
really cool.
that, but like, I think people. Well, first off, I think people are gonna want Tui to join that as well at some point in the future.
Oh, definitely for sure. Yeah.
But if that goes well, and if Nintendo really will listen to feedback like that, then I'm sure they can work something out with Microsoft in terms of like making a new Banjo game. Because it's like, if this is the route they're gonna go with, and I know we should have talked about this. I don't know if we did in the Banjo podcast, but just to derail a little bit off Klonoa for just a minute, like if this wasn't the direction, or if this is now the direction rather that they're doing with Banjo in terms of Microsoft giving some leniency to let Banjo be back on Nintendo's side again for a little bit through this partnership, do we even need a remake? Like, in the vein of this Klonoa one? So, kind of bringing it back. Like, with this Klonoa little duology being, like, basically ground-up remasters of the first two games, this is the new way that people can play Klonoa. And that's awesome. Maybe it could lead to, like, a brand new game with a new plot and new characters and whatnot. But for Banjo, like, I was thinking a remake, something, or a remaster akin to Insane or Nitro Field or Reignited, like, that made the most sense to me because you can revamp the look of it. You can, it's a cool way to reintroduce, the characters and everything and the stories, and then launch off that with a 3E or something, or a new game. I don't know. That's up in the air, especially because we're not doing the remaster route, we're doing the port route. So I don't know. Yeah. This, though, for Klonoa, it's a remaster route, and that's awesome. Like, it'll be really cool to see these again crisp. They're reusing the audio from the original games, which is really cool. They just made it sound cleaner and whatever, so that's cool. As far as our experience goes with our hands-on experience with the series goes, we've only ever played the first game.
I've mostly played the first game. I don't know how far into it I am, but I feel like I'm at the end, but I don't really know. I actually don't know how long the first game is.
You've played quite a bit of it, yeah.
I forget where
you got far-ish.
Yeah.
Because we don't have a physical copy. I would like a physical copy, but we have it digitally on the PS3. And that's how we've been exposed to it as of now.
Yeah.
I would still, because I'm a stickler for having original versions of games and whatever, because even though we have games like Jack and Daxter or something, like the collections or whatever on PS3 or 4, we still bought the games on PS2 anyway later on down the line. So I would,
like, I got you Jack X.
Yeah, I would still like to play Klonoa like on the PS1 proper. That'd be pretty cool, or through PS2 or whatever.
Yeah, it's just that finding those are fucking hard.
Yeah,
because it's just like it's one of those things. But
and they did it back to back, because after that, again, saying in the direct, here's some collections coming to Switch. Fucking Portal. Like, I know some people probably are like, oh, cool, Portal, whatever, I could just play it on Steam. Ooh. Fucking, okay, listen.
Like Steam or PS2.
Listen. Shut up, everyone who are PC Master Race people. I have Steam. I have a Steam account. My computer shits itself every 3 seconds, so I'm not going to be playing Portal on my computer anytime soon. I'd rather play it on PS3, except our mom's PS3, which is the only PS3 we have in the house, the Blu-ray drive is fucked, so we have to get the Blu-ray drive fixed. It only plays physical PS1 games and anything we have digitally. So if we wanted to get up right now and go play Klonoa, we could. Yeah. But, like, I want to play Portal again, and I've been wanting to play. It's so funny how it lined up, because I've been itching to play Portal again. I haven't played it in so long, and I've beaten both games already, but, like, they're so fun. I want to play them again.
And funny enough, I just recently, actually, like a few days ago, I was thinking to myself, I was like, I've never played Portal. Like, I've never touched Portal 1 or 2. And I
mean, you've watched me play.
I've watched you play 2.
I've really never given the controller to you, and have you played it? Really? Wow.
But funny enough, I've seen the collection. I was like, this will give me a chance to.
This will give us the chance to get back into Portal. Yeah. I mean, again, I do want to get that Blu-ray drive fixed. I kind of want to save up to get my own PS3, preferably a model that can play PS2 games as well as 1 and 3. But we'll see about that, and that's neither here nor there. In terms of Portal, I mean, I don't want to get them on the 360 either, just because I already have it on PS3. I have the Orange Box collection. I have Portal 2 physically. I can wait until later this year to get the Switch version, though.
Also, provided that we have room on the Switch to put it on.
Well, I have that micro SD, so we should be good. It's like pretty hefty in terms of gigs.
Mm.
But no, like I've been waiting. I preferably I'd like to play Portal again on like PS4 or 5 because I'd love to stream it and whatever on Destination Mark. But like, Switch is fine too. Like I'm not like jaded or whatever. It's cool. A modern console is just what I want in general for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Preferably PS4 or 5, but I'm glad it's coming to Switch.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like a Portal 3 at some point, but
Portal 3 and Half-Life 3 win.
we all know Valve can't count that high. So then they came around and said, remember Wii Sports? Well, here's another one, but it's on Switch and it's called Nintendo Switch Sports. And it looks fucking crazy.
By the way, okay, yeah, let's establish this first and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
You can play as the Miis in Nintendo Switch Sports.
People are like, where are the Miis at?
People have legit been like...
People probably tuned out when they were doing the demo, and you can see the Miis.
It's either been, where are the Miis, or too bad you can't play the Miis. It's always one of those two statements, and it's like, no, if you look more into it, what's their faces play?
What's their faces?
Because I can't remember their names, but when they demonstrate the volleyball game, they play as their Miis, so you can play as your Miis. All right, so this game looks cool. It looks very clean, actually.
It's again bringing back like bits of Wii Sports, the classic.
Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort.
Wii Sports Resort.
And then adding new ones like volleyball.
Do you remember what Wii Sports Club was? Yeah. It was like a weird digital-only thing.
I know it was supposed to be like Wii Sports, but
wasn't it for like Club Nintendo members specifically, or it was like for some specific thing? Because we never got our hands on the full collection. We just got our hands on the bowling one.
Yeah, and
on like the Wii U, I think.
I think it was a Nintendo Club specific thing, if I remember right. Because
you have to like cash in your whatevers, and you can get like different.
You can get different sports and stuff like that.
Yeah, because they were kind of like remakes of OG Wii Sports.
Yeah, they were basically remakes, like straight up remakes.
But a little flashier, not to the direction, not to the
not of Switch Sports degree, but it was pretty flashy for it being on Wii U, honestly.
But for Switch Sports now, like the way they've redone the sports, the classic ones and everything for this one, it's pretty crazy. And there's a theme now because there wasn't much of a theme for Wii Sports. At least, again, the original. For Resort, it's called Resort because you're, like, on an island or whatever.
Yeah, it's a Woohoo Island.
Woohoo. I forgot that's where it came from.
Yeah, because
they reused it in, like, other Me-related games or whatever. It's in Wii Fit, too?
Yeah.
Did it start in Wii Fit, or did it start in Wii Sports Resort?
Probably the Resort.
Because it's also in fucking Smash.
Because it's Resort, it's Wii Fit, there's Pilot Wings... too. That's in there too, and maybe another one that I'm forgetting, but yeah.
I also want to say, because I'm looking at the picture, the Avatar little generic looking guys. Well, people say they look generic. They don't look that bad.
Yeah, they don't look bad.
They're stylized. At least they're not. You can't get any more blank slate than the Miis, because the Miis were the OG avatars for like Nintendo's little Wii deal here.
They've been the avatars since the Wii.
So I understand when people go, why have these stylized, like, fucking ninja-looking motherfuckers when, like, you have the Miis? But they're trying to, like, reinvent the art style and whatever. So, like, again, these ones are themed, too. Like, it looks kind of half islandish, half like you're in, like, a big-ass, like, kind of mall-looking place.
Yeah,
stadium-looking place.
I didn't...
Mall.
I saw the name of like this location that you're at, but I never said it out loud because I didn't know how you pronounced it. It was like, is there like an image you can find?
I don't fucking know.
Real quick, because it was like
we're gonna stop everything so I can try and find an image of this place.
It was called like it's right there on the. It was right there on the mat, like right there.
Right here.
Yeah.
Spalco
Square.
That sounds like a
SPOCCO.
It's like a plaza
Square.
Type of thing.
Yeah, it's like some weird plaza place, but that's like where the sports take place, because that's where it showed the menu, and it was like welcome to the square or whatever. Because then there
yeah,
was,
I do remember
yeah.
it saying that. Yeah.
because that's where it showed like that there was the volleyball, the badminton, fucking soccer, and all that.
Yeah, theming the sports and locations started in Resort for a fact, because Wii Sports original was just like, here's a bowling alley, here's a fucking field for baseball.
Now you've got fucking what was it called? What was it in the trailer? Bowling elimination or whatever, or like bowling death match or some shit like that.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was like some weird shit. I was like, what the fuck?
Bludgeoning each other.
I forgot what it was called.
Use the heads. Stick your fingers in the eye holes in the mouth. To the death.
I don't like this. I don't like the sound of that.
But yeah, no. So we didn't play. We don't have Resort. Weirdly enough, we didn't get Resort. We have a lot of the Wii series games. Like we have Wii Party. I don't think we have Wii Party U, but there's Wii Party. Obviously, Wii Sports. I mean, that's a given. We Play, Wii Music. There were a few we got there. The Wii series of games is it's a whole fucking like franchise.
Yeah.
And this one, because it's not Wii.
How do you think Wii Fit Trainer got into Smash?
Wii Fit, yeah. This one, it's still under that branding. It's just now it's Switch. So I'm wondering if they're gonna try and gauge if people still are into the Wii series because it's not Wii anymore, and now it has to be called Switch. So I wonder if they're gonna like redo like, because there was Wii Play Motion. And we didn't get that one either because that one heavily
I saw
advertised the Motion Plus or whatever.
I remember seeing it in stores like at like Target.
But if we got like Nintendo Switch Play or some shit, could you imagine?
I mean,
Switch Music.
I mean,
you have to use the Joy-Cons. Blow into the Joy-Con like a trumpet.
Use the leg strap to like use the leg strap for like the drums to go like do
the
like,
pedal.
Beats. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
boy.
if you use it in the soccer, then
It does look cool though.
yeah.
I think it's worth looking into because we did a versus on Wii Sports. It led to one of the funniest fucking moments where you just kept kicking my ass at baseball. Dear God.
Where I completely forgot that Mercy Rule was a thing.
We forgot about Mercy Rule. We were like, wait, what?
Where the game is just like, yeah, you're doing too good. There's no way for the other player to catch up by in 3 or whatever. Like you're done.
The inning, yeah. No, it was like the score was 1-5, I think, or 6. Yeah, it was one of the two.
It was
literally 1 to like something.
It was 1-6 because in the first inning. In the first inning, it was 1-5. Because I got you with 5 points then.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was fun. Go check that out.
Did they show off baseball? I think they did in Switch Sports.
Mm-mm.
Oh, they didn't?
No. They said they were
Is it going to be part of it?
Well, they said they were going to add more sports later on.
Yeah,
and
they got golf and all that.
Yeah, the next one after their other download for the strap thingy was adding golf. So there might be so there might be other sports coming like baseball and whatnot. I like to see other sports. I remember someone unrelated to that, but I remember someone on Twitter was like, "Fucking Matt's gonna come back to kick our asses," which is like, yeah, that'd be funny.
They better.
I hope
they better not like redesign Matt for that new character style. That would be funny on one hand.
It would be funny.
But everyone would be bitching, where's the old me, Matt? Anyway, so Mario Kart 8 is where we end our...
Booster Course Pass.
We end our hype train.
Oh, man.
This is the last topic for today's episode.
And it was the second to last thing from the
yeah.
direct.
So they said...
fuck you, there's no Mario Kart 9. We're just going to keep Mario Kart 8 going for as long as we can.
They said, we heard that you think we've got rumors of a Mario Kart 9, when in fact, it's...
The joke's on you.
Mario Kart 2023. So, everyone, I'm glad that I wasn't the only one that made this joke, where I was like, yeah, Smash Brothers is done, so we're going to do it to Mario Kart now. And here are all these fucking packs with all these
Here's
tracks
6 waves
and shit.
of 48 total courses.
48!
Was it 48 or was it 42? I think it was
48. It can't be just 48 tracks. It can't be just tracks in these packs,
That's
these
what
waves.
that's what I'm hoping for.
I'm thinking they'll add new characters
Yeah, that's I
and like customization pieces and shit.
characters and costumes and other customizations, please, because
Costumes. You said skins.
let's be completely honest. Are you gonna really pay however much it was for like separate things? I think.
Do you want to pay $40 for Diddy Kong?
say you want to pay?
Listen, this entire pack, waves 1 through 6, all of it is $25. Now, they did say if you have the online thing, you do get it for free.
Yeah, if you have some membership, whatever.
That's just them trying to push the fucking online thing onto you.
The expansion pack. Or
I don't care. I'll pay the money. I don't mind it.
I'll say it gives me.
I'd rather pay $25 for 48 tracks than $40 for a character and like 2 customization things.
I say it's like it gives a reason to actually get the eShop cards because we've hardly ever done that.
It's been a while.
And it's like, and
I'm gonna say this right now. With everything this Direct's given us, it's been a while since I've just casually picked up the Switch and played on my own. You've been doing that more than me.
like literally before this Direct, I had just beaten fucking every cup in Grand Prix, getting the gold trophy and 3 stars on all the CCs. It was fucking hard, but
Chase has done it. Chase has done it on everything but 200cc.
200cc. I mean,
he's done it. He's done all golds with 3 stars on everything else, including mirror mode.
Because
I think
the bare minimum of at least getting your gold cart is doing mirror mode. But if you want to get gold Mario, you have to do all of 200cc.
Yeah.
Which is it's actually honestly not super hard. It's doing the braking and the turning, but other than that, it's actually not that bad.
It was so funny because
it's just the computer players are fucking bitches. But
my PS4 had fucked up on me a few weeks ago, and Chase and I spent a whole weekend trying to get it back working. So we went to his house and pulled out the PS4's hard drive so we could back everything up in case we had to wipe and completely format the hard drive. We took the hard drive and we this will lead into Mario Kart, trust me. So we took out the PS4's hard drive and we plugged it into Chase's computer to back everything up so we can put that onto another external hard drive. So that way, if we had to, we could completely factory reset, wipe, format everything off the PS4's hard drive, and start off with a clean slate again, and then put everything back into it. Thankfully, none of that stuff had to happen. Like, we did the backup, but we didn't have to wipe the PS4. But point being, when we did all that stuff, we were doing the transferring of data and all that, and it was just taking a long-ass time. So we put in Chase's Switch, and we were playing Mario Kart. And that was the first time in quite a while, like 2 or so years, I think. If anything, probably since the time that you, Jerry, and I played it as a versus on this channel. That was like 2019 or something.
Let's say those.
So playing with Chase just a few weeks ago was the first time since I think then, since that versus that I touched Mario Kart 8.
I'll say and because I've hardly seen you, like how you say, I've hardly seen you.
Well, because we unlocked as much. Well, in terms of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, we've unlocked as much as we've cared to unlock. We have most of the customizations for the carts and all that, I think. We have all the characters except for Gold Mario or whatever.
Honestly, Gold Mario is just an option because it's just Gold Metal Mario. That's all it is.
But like,
it's a Metal Mario reskin.
Everything else we have, I'm sure. We have all the DLC, so we're set to go until this drops, the booster course. But like, playing that again with Chase after not playing it for a long time, and in between these instances of playing Mario Kart 8 and that huge in between, the huge gap of not playing it, I was playing way more CTR Nitro Field, because 2019 into 2020 we were doing all the Grand Prix and all that stuff. So like, I was more accustomed at that point in time to Nitro Field. Plus Chase, we got Chase into doing Nitro Field on this channel. We did a full playthrough of Adventure Mode. So it was really funny because I had to get reacclimated to Mario Kart. Not that I forgot how it was played or how the physics were or the drifting and the boosting being different from Crash Team Racing's power sliding and all that. I know the differences. Trust me. It's not like I'm, whatever. It's just it was hard to forget the physics of how Crash felt to play, and get back into the Mario Kart, mindset. And it reminded me of when Caleb and I used to hang out at his office. We tried recording something for Gearshift Media when we were doing gameplays and stuff back in the day, like 2016, 2015 or whatever. And we tried doing a Mario Kart Wii thing, but I was playing too much Mario Kart 8, so I forgot how Wii felt. Mario Kart Wii feels different than Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8's controls are actually tighter, and it's more, than Mario Kart Wii. And it felt weird, and trying to go back to Wii at that time while playing so much Mario Kart 8, like that was the feeling. I was just like, whoa, this is weird. Like I was losing and everything. I was getting like 5th, and so I'm like, shit, I'm doing awful. Although, to be fair, going back to when I played with Chase last, with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I started out sucky, but then I got better. I was getting like 1st or 2nd or whatever, so I was starting to do a lot better.
Yeah, because once you remember, then it's like, okay, now I remember.
Then you're good.
Because like that happened to me too. Like when I played too much CTR, I was like, I want to play Mario Kart again, and then I was trying to get used to. It feels like, oh god, and I was trying to get used to how like the drifting worked and all that stuff, and I was like, okay. Once I started again, I was like, okay, now I remember how this works, and then yeah, because like I believe at the time, no, because that was way after. Never mind. Because I was like, I was gonna say when Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U was still, everyone was still playing that. I remember playing that for a tournament from the gaming club from high school.
Your little thing, yeah.
Yeah, and that was the
tournaments were the best feature.
Yeah, that was like the
added
one
to Mario Kart.
Yeah, and doing that little tournament at the club was like it was the only tournament I've ever won that they've held there, and that's cool. Yeah, and it was still fun to play even then, and getting used to it again after CTR was very weird, but then you get acclimated to it, and it's like, oh, okay. And yeah, it's just
I remember when we used to like go after people online, not to troll them, but like not to troll them, but like we would play online with people because they have the 2-player thing, so we could both jump online at the same time, and then someone would like really fuck with us, not intentionally, but we would keep falling for their like items or whatever, or they would just always get in front of us, then we get in front of them, but then they find a way to get back in front of us, or they're constantly winning and we're so close or something. So they become our rivals, and we have to try and like then we'll find ways to like try to team up against them. It was really funny.
I also you know what I remember, and this was way back in the with Marker Weed. When that online was just very like, I remember it was always so funny whenever we ran into hackers, because
oh my god,
because
there was a dude once who like grew big. He was like
literally
just kept using stars.
I remember
he threw like 20 fucking shells at the same time. That was Mario Kart Wii, I think.
It was Wii.
Yeah.
I'm saying like in the Mario Kart Wii days, it was always so funny running into a hacker, because you start the race, and then you get a little bit ahead, and all of a sudden you just hear the fucking Mega Mushroom music playing, and then you look behind you and see that person was like huge, and they didn't even get in like an item box anyway. Like at first, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, before anyone hits the first item box, they're already like just spamming power ups.
Yeah, and it was like, what the fuck? And it was always so funny just seeing like when people disconnect and you see them just go like that into the ground,
just shrinking to nothing.
Oh man, it was so funny.
Like I said, yeah, again, if this direct proved anything, more so to me, because you still play Switch fairly regularly, I'll be back getting into playing Switch stuff again.
Yeah, I've been trying to go back through other Switch games that I haven't played in a while, like the Pokemon games. I want to, or at least with like Let's Go Eevee, I want to kind of redo it.
We started 3 Switch playthroughs, and we have not gotten either far in them or finished them.
Yeah.
We need to get back to Age of Calamity. We need to get back to Pokemon Sword. We need to get back to Bowser's Fury.
Yeah. I want to. I think a Switch goal for like this year is to at least beat like Pokemon Sword.
We should do that this year. We'll try.
Like
For you on your own time or for us in the playthrough?
both.
Both.
Both if you want to get back to
Well,
that one.
no, I've been thinking about it on and off way
But
before we got the idea to
I was
do
like,
this podcast.
I know
I've been
yeah. I was like, I know I
wanting
at least,
to do it.
I at least want to beat it on my save because I've gotten to like I forgot where I was. I was like some island or something like that.
Some island.
Because I forget where it was at. And I know it's kind of far in the game, but not exactly. Like obviously I haven't beaten it, so and I want to do that, and I want to go back to other Switch games that I haven't played in a while and at least finish those, or start something and then, like finishing Metroid Dread or
We do need to do that.
whatever,
We might do that for the channel.
Hell,
it's not like a direct tease that it's gonna happen. Like I don't know yet. We've had some talks amongst the VidGames crew. May or may not. I don't know yet. But so far it's been pretty solid.
Yeah,
So
and hell, as you know, I've been wanting to go back to Wii games that we haven't gotten far in or beaten, and trying to beat those.
Yeah.
Like I had fucking in that pile in the living room, I had Epic Mickey, and I've been wanting to play through that and like beat it because it's like it's a really cool game.
Yeah.
Which is sad to see that there's not much else in that, but but real quick, what other courses do you think we could potentially see with this booster
Someone
course?
said Wii Rainbow Road. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be cool.
Um,
I want to see fucking Moonview Highway. That would be a really cool
Jesus.
one. Because the ones that that already established in this first wave was Coconut Mall, which is yes. There was Choco Mountain.
Yeah.
And then there was
One of the Asia tour ones.
Tokyo Blur.
Yeah.
Which was from Tour.
Asia ones. Yeah, Tokyo.
And there was also there was a DS course. I still haven't looked up the name of it, but there's a DS course in there.
It's like was it Sky Garden?
There's Sky Garden.
I think that.
But there's,
I heard someone say that. I think
there
that's
was-
what it is.
Yeah, there was another one there that was.
I never played Mario Kart DS, so I wouldn't know.
There was like one where it's the cars in.
Yeah.
What was it? It was that,
That
really
little-
windy one
yeah.
that was in the beginning for like a second. It was from DS. I remember
don't
that one. I forget the name of it, but it was like I think it was called Mushroom something.
I think it's hilarious that they're adding in tour shit. It's really funny to me.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's so cool seeing
It's
it
like-
on a console.
Yeah, because I was like,
it's what it should have been, but it's whatever. It's
yeah, because we were
whatever.
both like, why would you make this mobile game and then willingly put in microtransactions in it? And this is a Mario game that has a Mario Kart game that has some good ideas, and it's got some cool stuff in it. But like, this is ridiculous.
I honestly wouldn't have given a shit for Mario Kart Tour if it did its own thing and not introduce new shit. Like, and I mean, like, if it was a mobile game,
Just a bunch of recycled shit.
yeah, if it was recycled shit, I wouldn't have given a shit. I would have been like, fine, whatever. But they had to go and be like, yeah,
Put some cool stuff in it that made you
here's
go,
some new characters that we've never seen before, and here's some new
Again,
tracks
Pauline.
we've never seen it before.
Yeah.
Pauline, Hammer Bro, King Bob-omb. It's like
Donkey Kong Jr.
Donkey Kong Jr. in sprite form, but Donkey
Even
Kong
still,
Jr.
the fact that they brought that motherfucker back
And it's like, and that's
in a
where,
Mario Kart mobile game, like
yeah, and it's like that's
you could have saved that for like Mario Kart 9 and given him like a full 3D model and shit.
and there was that, and like the costumes and stuff, and it's like, why isn't this on console? This could have easily competed with CTR, because it was basically this. It was because it was released at the same time, around the same time, and it was the same, almost the same shit, where it's like characters that are coming back with cool costumes in there, and it's like.
Can I date this podcast? It's not out yet, I don't think. But like the next death battle that I've seen on Twitter was Mario Kart versus CTR, and that's like massively unfair because of fucking course everyone's gonna jack Mario Kart off, and CTR doesn't stand a fucking chance. Even though CTR, especially Nitro Field specifically, has so much more to it than Mario Kart ever will.
I can 100% agree with it.
But Mario Kart 8 is also insanely strong, and I'm not saying that these 48 things are going to put it anywhere over CTR, as people may or may not think it already is, but like, the two of them are awesome on their own. I don't see any reason. It's the same age-old thing of comparing Mario 64 to the original first Crash game. There's just no fucking reason to do it because they're so different in their own ways. Why would you compare the two? And when you do, I have my own things about that, which I'm not going to discuss here, but it's like, there's just no fucking... But of course it's Mario, so everyone's just going to fucking go with that because it's Mario. It's like, who's better, Batman or Superman? Batman. Why? Because he's Batman. Like, it's a dumb fucking age-old comparison.
Yeah.
Big dick competition.
It's a pointless fucking...
But as it stands, this booster course pass thing looks pretty cool.
I'm invested.
We're gonna drop the cash for it. I'm just gonna say that off the bat. Like, we are excited for it.
Yeah, I was saying, like, for the price it's at, it's actually not that bad. The only thing is that I wish
It's like a little under $5 per or $4-ish, whatever. Like, I'm not gonna do the exact math in my head, but per wave. So I mean,
because I'll say, I don't mind remastered courses because I would love to see some of the older ones get remade and polished.
But do you think they'll do new courses? Completely new courses?
Maybe, but
Because for 48, what do you plan to remaster all the tracks from all the previous Mario Karts that you haven't already done yet that are in Mario Kart 8? Like, how many more can you possibly pull? Like,
oh, you'd be surprised how many tracks there are across the games that are original.
If they're gonna go ballsy and add tour shit in, then they better start doing like arcade shit and put in like Pac-Man and all that.
Well,
they better do some weird outlandish shit like that.
That would be cool.
Want your Nintendo cart, and you could add in more stuff like that as well.
I can say, as it stands right now, it just looks like it's just from the mainline Mario Kart series and not.
What would you do? What would you? Okay, what would you do if Captain Falcon made it in as a character just because there are 2 F-Zero themed tracks? What if they kind of are going to listen to the whole Nintendo Kart thing because we already have Link and Villager and Isabelle?
I mean, who knows?
Not that they're gonna go crazy and start adding like Star Fox, but I'm just saying, like, we already have 2 F-Zero themed tracks in the game. They can either, if our little mini theory is correct, and they do add brand new tracks along with remastered ones from past games that they've already promised, you could have another F-Zero themed one or something. And then if you've got 3 in there, and if you're gonna add in new characters, just what if? It's a huge like what if scenario, like question.
I say,
but like,
it's like I would see that happen. Considering that F-Zero's just kind of thrown in there. Hell, even Excite.
I was gonna say the Excite-Bike Racer.
Even that, it's like.
What if he was a character?
It fits. I mean, awesome. It's like you've got that in there. You might as well have the character or like the main character or whatnot.
That'd be hilarious.
I wouldn't mind. That'd be cool.
I mean, do y'all remember when Mario Kart fucking partnered with Mercedes-Benz? We all know those commercials. I know you know. So.
Yeah, as it stands right now, it's just
solid.
Remastered courses from the previous mainline Mario Karts, not the arcade ones, but like from Super Mario Kart all the way to Tour.
Yeah,
and honestly,
are they gonna remaster any Mario Kart 8 tracks for? Oh wait.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Electrodrome remastered.
Even with 7, they had the first course that was from there. It was called like I forget what it was called, like Mario or Luigi Circuit or something. But
Music Park also came from 7, huh?
Yes. Yeah.
Or was this called Music Park, right?
Music Park, yeah.
Or was it Melody Motorway in the PAL region?
Yeah, Melody Motorway.
That does sound cool. I don't know. Music Park just sounds a lot simpler, I guess.
But then again, our minds are simple-minded, huh? Us Americans.
Are you calling us all stupid?
Yes.
Okay.
For what it seems right now, it's just courses that are being remastered, but I would honestly like to see new characters and returning ones, like Diddy, Funky, who else? Donkey Kong Jr., but actually modeled.
I would like to see him actually modeled.
And in terms of courses I would like to see come back, like I said, I like to see Moonview Highway. Or even Rainbow Road, because that one was a cool one. It was very windy and weird.
Just bring back all the Rainbow Roads. Why not?
They could. I mean, they've already got 3 right now.
Yeah.
So, that wouldn't be surprising if they brought back the one from GameCube and Wii and, like, whatever other one, 7.
I don't even remember the
7,
one from
I think,
GameCube.
has, like, 2 as well.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, it does, because I believe it has...
One new, one remastered, or 2 new?
It has its own Rainbow Road.
Yeah.
And then there was the one from SNES, the one with the rainbow flumps.
Oh, yeah, that was also in 8.
I know, but I'm saying, like, 7 had 2 ones.
But Mario Kart ain't afraid to remaster it twice.
Shit. Are there any other courses that I can think of, or that you can think of?
I don't know. And like I said, how many more could you do without just grabbing chunks, just handfuls of levels or courses or tracks rather per game to just throw into this pack? Because,
well, if you take all,
let's put this into perspective. With these 48 tracks and the ones we already have that have been introduced from both the base game from Wii U and Deluxe, someone said on Twitter, I think, I haven't double checked this and whatever, but Mario Kart 8 is about to get as many tracks into this one game as there are Smash characters in Ultimate.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that. I don't.
That's fucking crazy. But with all the ones like I said, with all the ones they've already done in both the base game and Deluxe,
it would be about thinking through.
I couldn't tell you if I gave a random.
Tracks,
if you're asking me which ones I'd like to see or which ones I think are gonna make it in, I could probably say a random one, and it might, because we're getting 48 over the course of the rest of this year and into next year. So I don't know, but we're gonna have to. We've got stuff to chew on. That's the conclusion we can come to. Like, there's gonna be a lot coming. Mm-hmm. They've only talked tracks. If that's as cut and dry and as honest as it's gonna be, and we're just getting tracks, okay, whatever, cool. It's cool. I'd like to see a bit more per wave. 8 tracks and 2 or 3 new characters with some. Hopefully the costume idea hopefully can carry over. Because that wouldn't be a huge thing to implement.
You've already got Yoshi and...
You've got different Yoshis and Link.
So,
So,
so
Metal Mario.
There are characters that have...
Golden Mario does not take his own character slot, right? It's just choose Metal Mario. Okay, do you want Metal Mario or Golden Mario? That's how it does it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You choose Metal Mario or Gold Mario from Metal Mario.
So yeah, it wouldn't be that hard to select Mario and then choose through the different costumes you want to put him in.
Yeah, because you can just have that sub menu over what all the characters, and then have
just give me Aurora Rosalina. That's all I'm asking.
Right.
Or that summertime one or whatever.
Yeah, or give Daisy that fairy looking one. That one was fucking sick.
But yeah, I can't believe we actually managed to stretch this to an hour and a half. So
I know, but it's just like,
I mean, again, if the whole discussion was anything to go off of, the Direct gave us a lot to mull over from all these different reveals that we're excited for.
Yeah, a lot of speculation, a lot of hype, a lot of anticipation and stuff, and yeah, like wondering. You've got a lot of wonder about
so of these, of the ones, these main ones we've been talking about, I know your answer probably, but which one are you hyped for the most?
Strikers.
Okay.
Strikers first and foremost, because it's been too long, man. It's been too long. Strikers was due for at least another game. And I'm really excited to see where it goes. Because you watch the trailer, it's still got the same exact feel and aesthetic as Charged and Super Mario.
Because that's what we were saying. We were saying, to just bring it back full circle one more time, real quick to Strikers. We were saying, okay, Nintendo acquired Next Level Games. They work under them now. I think they were independent beforehand. What if Nintendo fucks with it? What if they stick their nose into Next Level's business, goes, no, make it a bit more friendly. Mario can't do that, or Peach can't swing her hips this way. What if they fucking start doing weird shit? She does a weird little pose that people have been, fan camming.
Yeah.
Which I didn't catch when we were watching it.
Yeah, I didn't catch it either, but then I was like, oh yeah, she does a pose.
I'm hoping Rosalina has some, little animations. I'm hoping that, other characters have, really just that attitude. the spunk. It's still there.
I was gonna, and I want to tie that in with what I meant to say earlier was that was the one thing about Strikers I loved so much was the personality that they gave each character, because each character is so different in terms of like
They
how
have their
they
own
emote.
theme. Like
Yeah, and they have, and it's
Wario
like,
had polka, Waluigi had like country with the vines.
yeah.
Mario was just rockstar energetic. Luigi was like
Which was like flamenco, like
it was.
Mexican
I
music.
fucking love Luigi's theme
It's
in
the
Charge.
best thing
It's
ever.
the best.
It's like, oh,
Peaches is like hip hop. Daisy's is like some like alternative rock thing or something, like this pop.
and it's
like pop rock or something.
yeah, it's some of that, and you know, each character is so unique. And
Shout out
very
to
interesting.
whoever said, "Give PD Piranha reggae."
Reggae.
No, reggae. But the joke writes itself,
I know,
and they went for it. And
It's
Nintendo okayed it.
I know, it's so fucking good.
It's
dude.
so good. And it's back. It's still intact with Battle League.
Yes, it's still there, and I'm all for it. And
And we only have to wait, what,
Yeah.
3-4 more months?
we have to wait until,
It's I don't even think it's gonna be a long wait. I mean,
no, it's until next month. It comes out in March
it comes out in June.
or in June. Oh, I was thinking of
Kirby is
Kirby.
next
I
month.
was thinking of Kirby. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, a few months.
I wish that Mario Strikers came out
Shit,
next
if it was in
month.
March, dude, I wouldn't have lived.
Anyway, so
I'd be deceased.
what do you guys think? We always have to say this at the end of the podcast. What announcements made you freak out? If they were the RPG ones, let us know, because even though we were like, the eye roll, whatever. I mean, that's what we think about them. We're not going to like, chastise those who actually do like those games. If you're excited for Kingdom Hearts Cloud Edition, let us know. If you're excited for, what is it? Live Alive? What's it
I
called?
think it's called Live Alive.
Sure, whatever.
That- 'cause
if you're hyped for it, let us
That-
know.
So yeah, I remember that was the game that most of those people, that fans of that.
Was
game
that
were-
the one that they said they localized? It was
Yes.
never outside of Japan until
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is like, yeah, that's cool. I mean, hey, they've those people that like that, they've got that. And that's cool to see.
Yeah, just let us know what you guys were hyped for.
Yeah.
If you share the Strikers hype, you share the Mario Kart hype, or whatever else. I think that'll do it for now, though. So tune in next time, and we'll talk about some more cool shit. Let's go play Strikers. Let's go play some Mario football. Did you see that they put they put fucking football in the PAL one? Mario Strikers Battle League football.
Oh, did they? Well, I mean, it was the same thing with Charge. It says Mario Strikers Charge football.
Yeah, I know.